Lithuania. Grandmaster Ella.
Hello, hello to everyone who watch us. I'm happy to congratulate you all my community.
I am so happy to have you as my guest because usually the two of us are having live streaming with different masters from around the world, Phiremoval Masters, and I am so happy to have the privilege to be the first person who is going to ask you a question, to have you as a guest in social media, like we are doing now. I'm so happy. Thank you for giving me this exclusivity, Grandmaster Ella. I'm so happy.
Thank you very much for inviting me, Hajer. Don't think that I feel so well and comfortable to sit in this seat, you know, because I'm shy. I'm really afraid, but what can I do?
Thank you. Thank you for accepting to be my guest. It is not only for me who is happy for this, but all the Phiremoval Masters around the globe are very happy to assist your live stream, especially that you're going to tell us everything about your career, how you arrived to the big and grand title of Grandmaster. I have many questions from many masters. I will start with Spain, Master Antonio Martinez Ortega. He's asking you, how did you come up with the Phiremoval technique?
Okay, first of all, it was a necessity. 20 and more years ago, there was only a way to remove with a laser or to mask with camouflage PMO pigments. To be sincere, no one of these methods fitted in with my concept and understanding of the best way. A solution was required. Therefore, I started looking for a solution through consistent research into methods. Everything was based on personal experience and practice. A drastic solution was required because neither clients nor masters who wanted to remove a pigment were satisfied with results at the time. Laser was the sole goal in the tattoo removal field. No one had the right to even doubt this. I was truly aware that I would find the solution, and this happened. I used all my professional education, general nursing and beauty therapist, and many years of experience in the beauty industry. Of course, this is not the end of our researches and discoveries, but today's results are obvious and indisputable.
Amazing. Master Antonio Martinez Ortega has sent the second question. Have you ever been resisted by a job that you have not managed to eliminate completely?
Actually, you know, interesting case happened now. I'm still struggling, working with small heart on the hand. About 12 procedures it was made, but still result is still not so well visible. The explanations I have also, you know, a specific location, very easy to make a scar because it's on the hand right here. By the way, I also tried a laser. The skin immediately indicated that one more attempt and we will earn the scar. But they found a compromise with a client. You know, a fairy tale with no end is better than to have scar for life.
Okay.
So I have these cases too, you know, for sure.
And do you still get these cases, Grandmaster?
This is just one case, but I think so. If Antonio asking this question, of course, there are cases which has another masters too.
Okay. I have Master Yelena Zemit. She's asking you if you would kindly tell on LiveStream that Phiremoval has different starter kits, not only manual, but it is important to tell that there is a machine starter kit, as well as it doesn't matter which starter kit students choose to learn, whether in Craftmaster to have the manual technique or the device technique.
Yes, of course. We have prepared 3 options of Phiremoval products that will meet the needs of all our demanding students. If you like to work with a machine, please do this. We have even 2 options for you. If you want to apply manual technique, one of the luxurious sets with various needles and holders has been prepared for you.
Super. Master Yelena Zemit is also asking you if you would kindly mention in our live stream that Phiremoval attendees are not only the PMU artists that are coming from Phi Academy, but any other person from outside the academy can attend the training, the online training.
Actually, I have these questions too, and dear students, you do not have to worry about working with other products or techniques of other academies, using pigments or techniques not from the Phi Academy. Phiremoval is an absolutely universal method for removing pigment of any origin, no matter who the manufacturer is. Phiremoval can do much more than other methods. It's true.
Sure. Grandmaster Ella, I have a question from Master Maile Salas. She's asking you, and she would love to know, have your technique, Phiremoval technique, has been copied?
You know, yes, of course, because what is a brand is always copied. This has been and will always be the case. I'm just happy that we are the original. Therefore, today we can say, wait for surprises again. If you succeed, you will copy something, but will you feel satisfied doing so? This is my question.
But you know, Grandmaster Ella, people copy only succeeded people.
Exactly. That's right? Why I feel great when I am copied.
Very good. And I have still a question with Master Maile Salas. She's asking you, how many countries did you visit since you became master?
So, you know, my husband and I tried to count. Till now, we know 64 countries visited more than once. Compared to 195 countries around the world, is not that much. Okay, I have also one question from Mexico. This is Iliana Mercado is asking us, you know. I would like to know what is the main difference with the laser. I understand laser does not detect iron oxide. Actually, I will answer like that. The laser is an excellent tool and powerful tool. We don't compete with laser, but work jointly. What a laser cannot do, we can do. The laser breaks down the pigment into nanoparticles when the body removes them by lymphatic system. Not everything is eliminated through sweat and urine. Some particles remain in the lymph nodes. Phiremoval products break down the pigment and extract it upwards. So this is an absolutely holistic concept of pigment removal. That's why I'm so proud. The laser identifies iron oxide, but turns into an ash color, you know, grayish color. And it usually needs to be removed later. Therefore, it's a matter of indication.
Mhm.
And still, I have, Daniela Cast. Do you have questions from Daniela?
I have Daniela. She's asking.
Okay. So she's asking, as I see, what is your greatest success with fee removal?
Yes.
Okay. First, I wanted to help my clients. I had a lot of different cases. I met my clients for a consultation and I was ready to drop when I saw clients who needed very urgent help. The cases were horrible. Some clients were already depressed because they were horribly disgraced. Therefore, my work involves great joy and that I can help to my clients. These are my success stories. Each case, when I remove unwanted pigment, is my success story. And Daniela Cast also asking, what makes you most happy? It will look a little bit strange, but I will tell you also. Opportunity to be alone. Being occupied in such a large academy, you are over all the time with messages from Viber, WhatsApp, Messenger, and email. Therefore, this is a non-stop job. Having a family that you value, it is very important to be able to devote time to each member of a family. Therefore, loneliness is a luxury life.
Yeah, I have a question from Evelyn.
Okay.
She's asking, dear Grandmaster Ella, we have seen you are true nature lover. It can also be seen very clearly how you are passionate of your work. What is the secret behind the balance between work and rest, except the fact you love what you do? But is there something else beside it that charges your battery?
Okay, nature for me means a lot of, This is very great observation, Evelyn. Thank you very much for this question. Yes, nature cleanses the soul, strengthens me, and organizes my mind. In nature, I am alone, but it's like I am with someone at the same time. I need nature as much as my family or just being with someone in love. By the way, my husband and I love the same things: nature, searching for fossils, as you know my secret, and some meditation in nature.
Wow. She's asking another question. Also, we would like to know your history before fee removal.
Okay. Yeah, this is a long story, 3 higher educations, the Academy of Arts, diplomas of a beauty therapist and general nursing, 24 years experience in the beauty industry, and many outdoor training programs have been developed. Also articles in popular magazines. I was always on the wave. But maybe, Hajer, because I got, also some personal questions and some about my profession, maybe we can take time and look one video which is made by Eva Gajic, from Fee Academy, from Fee TV. And so it will be much more clear, or maybe it will be interesting to know who is Ella Sakalauskiėne.
Super.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to Lithuania, Phiremoval country. Whenever you mention that tattoo or permanent makeup, the first person which comes to your mind is her. This is a story about the Academy Grandmaster Ella Sakalauskiėne. Welcome to Lithuania. Just stay tuned with us. Hello, hello.
Ella, first of all, thank you. It's my big honor and pleasure to be here. It was idea, just to bring my story like as an example for many people who are thinking that to reach something in this life is so easy.
So you want to tell me that everything you've reached in your life wasn't easy?
I was not thinking easy or difficult. I just was doing,
If I ask you in the short, who is Ella Sakalauskiėne?
Oh my God, good question. I cannot answer so quickly. I'm just happy. I'm just happy to work and to live in this life.
Welcome to my studio
In Vilnius, in center.
When actually start your story with beauty? You are obviously a beautiful woman, but when you realize this will be your profession?
Okay, I finished art academy. From 7 in our group, we finished just 2 persons. It's very strictly. Our cathedra was very strong, so I was doing also I was illustrating books and working with glass as jewelry glass. Here was very difficult historical time, All factories, glass factories, were really in chaotic situation. Fight for independence, it was not easy. I was divorced, I had a son, so I needed to eat and to live very nice, of course. So I listened that in Germany there are permanent makeup courses, and I spent here 3 years, not only to study permanent makeup, but also German language.
Dobre jutro, good morning, and guten Tag.
This part of my life really sad because I needed to leave my son. And so with 3 years, my mother was take care about that.
My son always say, I have 2 mothers. Yes.
Hello. Hello. Nice to meet you. So Ella, in this house you were raised?
Yes.
This is Ella's son?
Yes.
I can suppose because he's just like you.
Ella's son, Ella's picture, she made them themselves.
And what she said when I was very, very young, you need to learn, and to learn because, you always will be independent and you will not be afraid of nothing, because you will have your professions and everything, right? Right? Yes.
I stop crying now. That's only mother can do.
Yes, just mother can do like that.
I like everything what she likes. So I know that she likes her job, and if she likes her job, that means that she is happy.
But now you're a happy grandmother. I want to reveal it also because maybe some of the people don't know this, that you're really like super grandma.
Oh yes, but again, the same period. Again, I travel,
Stanislava, may I ask you for your eyebrows? I like it so much.
I like
You like it also?
I like it.
Of course, always I was beside beauty and aesthetics. It was my first business, and I was doing for my clients makeup and hers. I was nearly the first person who bring to our Lithuania permanent makeup.
And you told me, and at that moment you have one wish. Which one?
To make for each Lithuanian woman 1 permanent makeup minimum.
some of things we filmed so far, I didn't imagine that we will do this. So as you see, you can find some places and beautiful places. You can find such things as mushrooms, you know.
Oh, we just found the mushroom. Yes.
This tradition for me came when I was visiting different cities in Lithuania and I was working here. So by the way, to come back to my home, I was stopped and was looking for that. It was the beautiful end of my day.
In that hard period, who was the biggest support for you? Were there any moments when you wished to quit?
Oh my God, I just needed to find my strengthness in myself, you know. I always was missing, of course, my family, my son. But anyway, I was working hard and I felt that I will have great future, you know, with this, what I'm doing now.
I'm Catholic, so we try to find also time for the church, because in the church it's very silent. You are always with your mind, and if you are missing your family members, because I'm traveling, you know, I have time to think about them.
When you realize that from all these treatments you have done so far, you want to be specialized in removal?
At first, I noticed that I really like to work with the skin. So I had possibility to visit a beautiful educations, and of course I noticed that besides beautiful permanent makeup, there are so many also very poor quality of works, and it's impossible to create something beautiful because there is no place in the skin for new pigment. I noticed that I'm missing some educations more. So I finished also beauty therapy.
You were learning all your life.
Exactly. So at first I finished beauty therapy in Vilnius College.
But when you have time to learn, if you were working all day,
I always give for me this the same question: where I find time? No, of course I was not going, you know, to have beautiful vacations.
Okay.
I was working in afternoon. In the morning I was studying, and later I noticed that I need more knowledge in medicine, so I was studying also general nursing, and I finished also. I was studying chemistry too, because
what you didn't study. Maybe this was the best question.
A lot of things still.
Oh my God.
How do you feel? Yes, I try to feel good. As you know, I like to get also certificates all my life, you know. One of them here today we got together.
But last 3 years changed your life in the whole way, because you turned even much successful in your work with the fee.
You know what is interesting? That I got before a lot of invitations to work with different companies, but you know, I'm not soldier. I like to be independent and to have my field. And so when I first time I saw Branko and this idea to create beautiful academy, strong academy, and I felt special spirit, you know, for, you know, we work, we earn money,
of course,
but not money is my most important thing. What you're looking for, you're looking for spirits and looking for the best idea where you can realize yourself. For me, it's like sign of not only beauty, you know, and it's like symbol what you are doing in your life, you know. It comes from small things, but can be a huge. And why Phiremoval is so popular? Because, as you know, it's not possible to remove with laser everything. If we speak about pigment in the skin, you know, and to always to remove all small parts and not to leave any traces in the skin, you need to choose the best method to keep healthy skin.
Okay.
You know, and the skin, of course, needs to be so beautiful and perfect as it was before procedures.
like this night because sometimes I have a feeling that you're a knight for your clients because you protect them from bad permanent makeup.
For sure. And not only for protect, I try to avoid all complications during healings.
And when we started with Phiremoval, we just worked on small details on tattoos. We worked on the face, but we never touched big tattoos.
Okay.
Today,
Until now.
Until now. And today we can say that we nearly finished really to create the great method to remove each color, also big size tattoos.
Okay.
And this is something amazing going on.
This is big.
Phiremoval is great, just great. I have very good conditions to travel because I travel with my husband. He's my support and help.
Love is love, and nobody can explain why is love,
I just go to say I love you. I just go to say I love me.
I love me. I like to say, Joseph, that I love you because you are making my hands free. I can create, I can think. I am not housekeeper, I am not cooker. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
give me. Yeah, okay, kiss for you.
Yes, of course, because to prepare food for us is very important, and we also enjoy our company and together. But the main thing is that my husband prepare always, food. I'm just assist,
Okay.
He's master, I am assistant.
Your mother also was a teacher?
Yes.
She's strict.
And yes, she was very strictly. And when I saw that she at evening always preparing her lessons, for pupils. So I saw that she has no time for us, and I saw for me in the brain that I never will be a teacher because this work is so hard, need to be always prepared.
Yes.
Never will be. But you see what happened.
You change also the life of your students.
Of course, one time I wanted to count how many students I have during these 3 years. It was impossible. It's almost about 2,000, To introduce pigment is so easy, but if you like to remove, it's hard job. So we need to be patient.
A lot of students, some they are lost, and after suddenly they start to do great works because of these consultations, and they got support in the right time, This is special moulage to teach our students because we need to know, about skin histology. The name of this moulage, Maria Magdalena.
Oh, hello, Maria. Can I touch her?
Sure.
Okay. And it's pretending like the real skin, yeah?
Exactly.
Oh my God. You have a Grandmaster title. You have a lot of satisfied clients, satisfied students. But how you felt in that moment when you Branko announced you for the Grandmaster? Did you expect this?
Okay, when you said this, I felt in my body something,
How to become successful? Is there any key?
Yes, I have key. Which be different. Always be different, You can promote your works different, You can speak different. You can write different, You can think different. I was different from a childhood. We have religion, basketball, so you see here the best sign in the world, Žalgiris. If I go to work, I always leave my part of my heart, and it works, believe me.
If I ask you where you see yourself in like 5 or 10 years, I know that you won't be retired for a long time.
For sure, because everyone gets older, Anyway, we like
I have some wrinkles here.
Yes, and so this kind of art I really appreciate, and I need
to be here, and I have ideas how to develop some skin therapy.
It means anti-aging?
Anti-aging, yes.
Okay.
Definitely we removed all stereotypes and bring good emotion for you. I enjoyed this story, it was inspirational for me. I hope that you share the same emotion. Regards from Lithuania. Just watch us on VTV.
Amazing. Wow, what an amazing video.
I hope so. I hope so. But we are natural, very natural family, and we explain and we tell everything what happened with us. And here is not fairy story. Everything was real. So.
Yeah.
Okay, I think so now for everyone who is asking us again, we have also prepared some answers. We have one master from Italy, right? And so what she's asking for?
This is Master Loredana Balan. How do you choose the masters? On what basis? Rules and conditions?
Okay, I will answer. We work at the Academy according to its regulations. Usually the regulations and candidate whom I choose by my criteria and who may qualify for a master's degree in the future match. Students should like this nominant and who is in turn must show excellent and follow-up results at first, in the field of fee removal. But also this master needs to be loved by other participants in fee removal community. And usually all fee removal masters are like that.
Yeah, and she has another question, saying, Master Loredana Balan, what is your feeling, Grandmaster Ella, knowing that you have invented the most revolutionary removal technique in the world?
I feel completely normal because I didn't really understand the scale of my inventions. Only then I started working for the Academy did I realize that I had been made a train driver. If you fall into a ditch, you will take others there too. That's why there isn't much happiness in it, but there are a lot of responsibility. Thanks to a happy accident, today we have a huge fee removal community. This is the result of good luck and never-ending work.
Right. I have Master Semra Yavuz. She's asking. She wants more information about healing contents of our products, healing and hygiene.
Dear Samra, everything is comprehensively set forth in the detail in CraftMaster, more than in detail, meticulously detailed. You need to gather knowledge from this search. You don't have to learn a special science, read 40 books about skin histology. You just need to find CraftMaster, and here everything is written and explained.
Good. I have some. It is not related to fee removal. It is from Diana Pascari. She says, I think it will be nice to speak about this Christmas time. How do you usually spend it? How will you plan it? And how are you going to organize it this Christmas, 2020?
Yeah, I think so. This year, this Christmas will be a little bit different, but it's great that we can talk about this. My family is a miracle, and actually, which reminds me that not everything is in the world is just work. The members of my family still need me, and I'm happy because of that. Christmas is just part of our family life, you know. We all are very close with our children, and so we have different forms of communication also. The access of the holidays is my husband, Joseph, you know. He decorates, makes meals, and prepares scripts. He is party genius, really. Our Christmas tree is decorated with toys from all over the world tools, you know, all these special decorations. And it's truly exclusive. Our Christmas tree is always dressed up by my husband.
Joseph is very, very
Yes, it is.
He has so much, family ties is very important for him. Yes.
It is.
Yes. I have another question from Diana Pascari. She says also how to treat the client expectation concerning the time and number of procedures.
Yes, this is point of our work. Then everything has to be explained to a client. And to identify it is very important, you know. There are no promises in this field of pigment removal. There is only a process. The more professional the performer, the clearer the forecast. The more experience, the faster the results is. And today I can say that I really minimize amount of procedures. I reach this result much more faster as it was few years before. Yeah, it depends how many procedures you perform during your experience with fee removal.
I still have Diana Pascari. She's asking you, how is your journey after such a big success of fee removal boom?
You know, this boom brings for me success, but also brings so many unaccepted things too, you know. Since success caught up to me, then I was a mature personality and professional in my field. At that time, I knew that popularity comes at a price because followers initially try to to reach the same with your accomplishments. If they fail to achieve similar results, they try to undermine the advantage of the method, techniques, and blah, blah, blah. You know, after all, being a professional requires time, experience, and understanding. That's why I have never been in euphoria. Never at that time, not later. I'm just doing my job, even thought that the job seems to take more and more out of me in my private life.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. Master Ella, I have a question from beautiful Master Sakalauskiėne from France. She's asking, how did you get the idea to dedicate yourself to the fee removal field and to create fee removal?
Yes, as I told before already, it wasn't an idea, it was a necessity. So the Fee Academy only offered to be a guide in this area where I had a lot of achievements.
Sakalauskiėne, again, as a businesswoman, your days are like hurricane. So how do you get to balance your private life with your professional career?
Okay, I was lucky to build a close-knit family. We always support each other and respect each other's activities. Our relationships are based on respect and tolerance. Our balance is based on a strong relationship known as love. And maybe now we will show one side show, which, belongs to us, Joseph and me.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Grandmaster, you know, Sakalauskiėne Sahli have sent many questions. You know, she's very determined.
Yes,
and
we will answer them. Yeah, but
Yeah.
because she asked about who, you know, about my private life, so I just like to show small slideshow. You know.
That's super. Yeah, please.
Actually, we visited so many countries and there are just beautiful pictures. But, you know, if you like to survive in our style life, like we travel, you know, sometimes we change countries each second day. So believe me, it's hard work to be a master and to travel to all these countries. But if you are together, you know, it's much more easy to reach our goals and to survive in these situations. So we are travelers, but we are also, you know, in a good relationship. Even we had very hard time, even we were very tight in some situations. Sometimes we were sick, you know, but we survived.
Yeah. And Joseph is a person who is full of life, and he's always in a very good mood, always smiling, always helpful. He's very kind, very decent man. He has all the good manners. He's a very good person. You're lucky. You are very lucky, Master Ella, to have him in your life.
But I know that you have very good husband too. Dear Hajar.
Yes.
We are lucky too.
Yes.
We both are lucky, you know.
Of course. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, absolutely.
Good. So thank you very much for all this slideshow, and we can continue with our questions now.
Yes. Now, again, Sakalauskiėne Sahli is asking, what is your secret to deal with pressures and stress? Time can be very hard for everyone. What do you do to let the pressure go and keep your positive energy? I want to know as well this.
Okay, no one has immunity to stress, so it doesn't bypass by me either. Then I see that here is too much stress. I ask my husband always, you know, to organize a trip to the seaside. Doesn't matter where we are, we find sea, you know. We used to find peace there, and good books and peace at home balance everything for sure. But if you're asking about my positive energies, of course, I used, you know, 5 Tibetan exercises. Usually almost every day, but you know, sometimes, you know, just I pass. But actually, if you are tired, if you feel that something is not going well with your body, I always do these exercises, and it brings me again back, and I feel so much energy. I am so happy, and I really kindly advise to everyone to try to learn to do it, and you will be happy and healthy as me.
Yeah, I love, you know, Sakalauskiėne questions, because me too, I would love to ask you this question that is coming now. How do you see yourself, your life in 10 years? It could be also, how would you like your life to look like in 10 years?
You know, I don't think so much about, because I live this day. I am happy with this day. You know, you can sometimes plan, but you know, not always it will happen. But I know that I will work. I'm going to work as long as my clients needs me, and I have a bunch of other hobbies for sure. And I think so that one nice day again, I will start again to paint. And that's will my life with absolute bliss, you know.
Yeah. And what is your next challenge from Sakalauskiėne Sahli?
Okay. I still am going to improve and stubbornly improve the tattoo removal method. Here, everything has to become clear and complete. We need to remove absolutely each kind of pigment to zero. Actually, we already get these results, but not everyone gets. So it means that we need to make this method very, very simple, very, very effective, and possible to each who likes to learn the removal. This is my next and the same challenger,
Good. Now I'm taking you from France to South America.
Yes, I see Melissa Regalado.
She's asking, can we work on photo tips 5 and 6?
Yes, of course. We work very successful because we have also Phiremoval Royal in New York. This is Joanna Paul, and she works just with dark skin, and the results are just as remarkable as when working on other Fitzpatrick skin types. So you can be sure that you can work safety also on the dark skin, and you will get the same skin color when it will be healed as surrounding tissues.
Okay, she's asking also what to do if the skin remains red.
Okay, this means that the skin is still healing and it's a sign of inflammation, but all this leads to skin regeneration and the final result, healing. You don't need to be worried. Of course, it takes sometimes longer as usual, sometimes 3 months, sometimes 6 months, But anyway, we also have this good aftercare, scar protection. It helps too. If you need sometimes help, just go to dermatologists and ask them for special ointments because we work with chemical peels. So sometimes I advise to use coriazine gel, and it helps, of course, to heal much more faster.
Now I have a very important message from Grandmaster Branko Babic, the founder of Phi Academy and creator of Phibrows. He is asking you, Grandmaster Ella, how has your life changed since you entered Phi Academy?
Actually, Branko gave for me a really essential, question. Of course, everything has changed. Sadly, no time left for myself because all the time is devoted to students and for education for future masters. So it was as if I had married the academy. For those who have, understanding of what the master is doing, I have to explain. I do procedures during the day, collect material for the new craft master. In the evening, I sit at the computer and start working with correspondents and craft master students. So many people find me working at 1 or 2 a.m., in the morning. That's my life. Working as the master for Phi Academy means not only a great privilege, but also responsibility. And also constant self-testing. Working with ambitious people is not easy. In addition, for information, you know that the Phi Academy employees the best of the best. This is why you have to regularly support your name and constantly improve yourself. That's my life.
Very nice. Very nice answer.
Thank you.
Now I'm taking you to Master Nick Rado. He's asking, even though you probably don't know this, I followed your work long before you teach removal courses. So I know you are a complete and very appreciated PMU artist worldwide. My curiosity is why fee removal and not permanent makeup? How did the fee removal idea appeared exactly? Very wise question.
Yes, of course. I was waiting for such kind of questions because many times I was asked about. Yes, for me, PMU remains very important. For sure, I do these procedures, it's like in my professional career. However, it was thanks to the PMU that I discovered the opposite area. This happened because I saw how much the market needs a non-laser pigment removal method. For many reasons, the laser does not remove some components of the pigment. The other reason for this method to occur is that in many countries, only doctors can work with a laser. I clearly saw that this is a great niche for beauticians and cosmetologists because, after all, we work with faces. A lot of mistakes have been made in the PMU field, so it's just a necessity to correct these mistakes. This method was needed at any cost so that we could give a client back his or her lost aesthetic. Therefore, I directed all my efforts, education, and knowledge to the development of the Phiremoval method. Of course, the invitation to work at the Phi Academy also encouraged my intention to work in this field. Nikrado, are you satisfied with my answer?
Yeah, but he has another answer. He's asking now, what twists and turns did your life took after you invented the fear removal solution, professionally and personally?
When I had training in my first year, it was a very difficult task. I didn't have assistants to help during trainings. Assistants appeared later when they were trained. The groups were overgrown. Everyone wanted to learn this method, And actually, it was still a first generation product at the time, stronger than the current one. Not everyone was destined to comprehend it. That's why, therefore, the process of the whole had to be kept hard, and I cannot understand how I survived this period. It was an extremely difficult time for me. The beginning of the Phiremoval epoch. I knew that if I couldn't withstand it myself, the Phiremoval wouldn't stay on the market. However, I have withstood and everything, and today it's much easier to work because the new generation of Phiremoval products are safer and there is no shortage of assistance during trainings. I'm very grateful to my family for supporting me during all these periods of my work. This was a huge and very valuable support. And again, my husband left his company and ran in online all this time because he saw that I couldn't be left alone with my nomadic business and a lot of responsibilities. One might as well say that we both work at the Phi Academy.
Wow. Yeah. He's asking also, what is your vision regarding fear removal in the near future, but also in the distant future?
Fear removal is developing very fast due to the fact that gifted and experienced people join our ranks. These people always have ideas and desire to implement them. I personally have to work a lot in order to keep fear removal on the market as one of the most efficient methods for removal of unwanted pigment. So still many things are waiting in the future, and especially in our Fear Removal First Congress in Nice in France.
Yes. I have Master Nikrado last question. He says, I personally know how important it is to have the support of your family in this field. So, who is the person who has always supported you unconditionally And at what level do you think your career would have been without the support of this person?
Then I will start to answer to this question. Of course, I will remember Nick's family because he has the same situation as he has his wife. I have my husband, you know, for support. So everything would be much more complicated if my husband wasn't around me. He understands that although I am close by, I am far away with my, you know, unlimited jobs and thoughts. He tolerates his because he understands that this is my choice and at the moment, you know. And my husband has taken care of all household chores and thanks to his care, I remember that I have a family. I was very lucky to meet such personality, and if he were not around, you would see an absolute workaholic who would not be of interest to himself or others.
May God give long life to Joseph. It's so good.
Yes.
I have two questions from Master Sukaina Alema from Lebanon. She's asking, how did you meet with Grandmaster Branko Babic for the first time?
Okay, Branko Babic came to Lithuania, the microblading training, and it was 5 years before. And our business relationship started when I began to upload my jobs to my works pictures to social media. I received his approval and comments, and so one day I got an offer to work together.
Wow. That was which year was it?
It was 2015 years.
Good. Second question of Master Sukaina Alema. Is there a possibility to launch a new Phiremoval product soon or during Nice conference?
Yes. As you know, I still keep everything in my hands and in a secret, and the Nice conference will be a space where a lot of new things will happen. I want to keep all the innovations and secrets up to it. Sorry? And then we will...
How many products will you launch in Nice?
Not so much. Don't worry. 1 or 2 products, but here will be other tools, different tools, you know, and different techniques.
Okay.
So, and then we will decide with the Phi Academy the fate of new products and new techniques. It will be, you know, discussion.
Yeah, it will be announced in time.
I see,
you know. Do you have any question?
Yes, we have question from Tayaba Salem. She is a master in Canada. And she likes to ask, you know, I like to ask in which circumstance we can combine enzyme power and light as solution, as enzyme is for red tattoo and light is for dark tattoos. I cannot say strictly that, you know, enzyme is for red tattoo and light is just for dark tattoos. This combination of Phiremoval light and enzyme power can be used when Phiremoval eyebrows are red, but also they are touched by other removals too, you know. For example, alkaline-based, you know, removals. So you can touch already and to work, you know, with this combination. Also, when the first procedure did not work, for example, you try to work with Phiremoval light and it doesn't work. So you need to combine them and you will see that you will get results for sure, you know. And doesn't matter. It was, you know, done by Phiremoval light or enzyme power previous procedure. And also you can use this combination then the skin is sensitive and damaged. And there are different reasons, you know, can be, for example, after laser removal, it can be after other skills, for example, chemical peels. So you can use this combination and you will see that you will be succeed. And one more, Tayaba Salem asking, on what kind of PMU we can do both at the same time. So since these two products have different pH, I would suggest, using them separately, although in one procedure. In the case of a colored tattoo, this combination should be used because there are many pigments of different origins. I think so that I answer, Tayaba, to your questions.
Super.
Oh, we have doctors' questions, Wow.
Yeah.
So maybe you will ask me because, I'm talking too much.
It's okay. Dr. Thomas Liesis is asking, what was the most difficult case you had?
Believe me, I had also difficult case, when after tattoo removal, eyebrows were not healed at all. It was a horrible situation. This made me desperate because I was consulted by 4 dermatologists. I had a lot to study and learn during this period, and I think how to avoid such cases. After switching from 2 treatments, to 3rd, one, and instructing the client to strictly follow it, a breakthrough finally took place. So far, these eyebrows are under the healing stage. And ordinary removal was used, it's nothing special. And this was really a very strange case. And, it was any experiment. That's why, I get sometimes such situations. It was first time in my life after so many procedures when I got this case. And I always will remember it.
Good. Dr. Thomas Liesis is asking also, what is the most successful, memorable cases or case?
I remember many of them. If my client are happy, of course, I always call these cases very successful cases, The funniest thing is when you can remove an old tattoo in 1 or 2 times, It's not funniest, but it's most pleasant thing is when you can remove, old tattoos. The right choice of tools and needles helps to achieve this, So if it was impossible to do few years before, today many things are really possible.
Another question from Dr. Thomas. What should be clarified with the client about her life before performing the procedure?
Yes, it's very, very good question. Now, we have for sure, our questionnaire, but it's not enough sometimes, One should find out very well about her personal hygiene. How many times a day, a week she takes a shower? What is her hand hygiene? Whether she has pets at home, I notice that it's very important to know, do you have pets at home or do not? All that knowledge always about, how your client perceives cleanliness will give you additional information, and you in turn, will prepare additional information for her, adapted specifically for her or him, It's also important to learn if your client had infections along while healing she was treated. You need to know everything about your client.
Yeah, it's very important, especially about pets. It's very important. Nowadays, everybody has a pet.
Yes.
Okay, another question from Dr. Thomas Liesis. What to do if side effects occur?
Yeah, well, now we need to know what is normal and what is side effects. For example, we all know that mild swelling and irritated skin is normal, phenomenon after removal procedures. Peeling the crust takes about a week. But what is abnormal? Acute and severe swelling, thick crust, long healing, which takes 2 or 3 weeks, In case of sudden swelling, it is recommended, to inject prednisolone to eliminate severe and prolonged swelling. Consultation with a dermatologist is required if there are abnormalities. You need to have doctors as friends.
Yeah. Another very interesting question from Dr. Thomas. In which cases should the client be refused a procedure and referred to a doctor?
Actually, you need to know client's history, Usually what you are doing if you get client, you just make appointment and that's it, means small questionnaire and that's it, but it's not enough, You need to ask if she always or he always was healing well after injuries, Does she have a tendency to scars? Which medications does she administer, Which chronic disease does she has, Does she possibly have autoimmune diseases? It would be advisable to make a crop if the client claims to always have complicated healing and certain medications are not working. I would advise like that.
Another question, but now it is from Dr. Henny Ross. Any popular procedure like Phiremoval in prone to suffer complications like infections, inflammations, and necrosis due to intense inflammation and swelling. There are not particular to Phiremoval, but to all procedures where skin breach is performed. Do you think that Phiremoval does enough to prevent these complications? And if a new technology becomes available like hypochlorous acid to help prevent these complications, would Phiremoval consider using it more widely? The reason for the question is that it is impossible that regulatory authority might impose restriction on therapists if too many of these complications attract their attention. I have seen this happen in Japan, Germany, and some other countries where even the use of lasers is now restricted to medically trained personnel only. We do not want the application of these wonderful methods of Phiremoval to be restricted to only a few medical doctors because of this. The world thinks is that only the most unfortunate failures are made public. No one noticed the thousands of project jobs that created a reputation for the methods and products.
Thank you. Okay. So, actually, the worst thing is now that people always, see something happened, one small case, in one country, but, nobody noticed that we can perform thousands of good and amazing procedures, and for the same reason, a good product gains a bad reputation. It's for sure. Healing usually takes a week after this procedure. The crusts are thin and not very anesthetic. And necrosis is at the moment possible in the products which has, a high acid concentration and low pH. That's why the new generation of hair removal products are really very safe to use even for beginners. When it comes to infections, of course, no one is immune when we keep in the mind that interventional procedures. The local factor, I mean how a client's immune system copes with healing, is also important here. I know this product, the Tochlor product, is ideal for our procedure to protect the entire healing process from unintended complications. The only problem is that this product is not available to many hair removal professionals. Here is a lack of distributors. Yeah, I notice it, and I really greatly believe that this problem will be solved in the close future. So all our removal professionals want to work safely, and Tochlor products are really highly recommended. We need to be aware of your product and how it works. And Dr. Hene, I am really thankful you for being with us, because now all basic things about hair removal, how this procedure is performed, what side effects we can get sometimes, you watch everything and you give for us beautiful advices. So I think that our cooperation in the future will have very great success. Even everyone is waiting your presentation in Hair Removal Nice Congress.
Yes. Now it is me who is going to make some questions for you.
I think so, hajerboukraa, you have also prepared some questions, right?
Yes, I have. I want to ask you, can you tell me and tell everyone, what is the profit you earn from being a grandmaster? I'm not talking about money parts, but from a relationship you made around the globe.
Okay, if we talk about students, now we have almost 2,000 of them, but ships are very, very important for each of us. So we have new friends, we have new partners, we have new colleagues, and this is much more worth to have than a big amount of money, Better to have several good friends, but not big sack of money. And what I learned during this period, that, you need to be very good organized, and also, my all activities to work with people. I learned so much during this period. I learned so much because you had some different temperament people, and they are also teach you how to have with them some connections.
Grandmaster Ella, I know that all the 2,000 students you have from around the world, they speak many different languages. Sometimes you need a translator, for you to explain everything, your courses, your needs when you travel to their country. Is there a specific person amongst all your students or all your master that is real friend, your real close friend, or there are some of them that you can say, this is my best friend?
I am very careful with all words, and so of course I notice if you succeed, you have thousands of friends, everyone gives for you applause, But anyway, if you look around, and you see that one star is rising again, so you see that some of your friends, they are going again with the star and making new applause, Just real friends always stay with you. And of course, during this period, I met many beautiful persons which I can trust. Actually, you, Hajar, you one of them.
Really, I am?
Really, you are.
Thank you so much. So there are a true friend in your life that you can rely on, that you can
Yes, of course.
deal with them.
Yes, I have, you know, the same friends before my career in the academy. They are the same, you know, just maybe 2 or 3 friends. I don't know why they disappeared. I don't know, really, because maybe it was too much to see them, how I was rising quickly, you know, and maybe, I don't know, maybe they had other thinking about, you know.
You are such a wonderful lady, and I'm so happy to be your friend and to be your student, and I love you to the moon and back. Grandmaster.
Thank you very much, dear Hajar. Yes, we have also our history.
Yeah, I have another question.
Yes.
Have you ever lived a fairy tale once in your life? A true fairy tale that when you go home after a long working day, you can relax and think and memorize and recall this fairy tale. How, where, and with whom did you live this storytelling?
Okay. Yes, I have my favorite story, you know, with my husband, Joseph, you know, at first, because from the moment he offered me his hand, you know, and heart at the Red Square in Moscow during the New Year, you know, to an absolutely romantic dinner somewhere in the middle of the ocean, for example, under the moon, and one of 3 palm trees here, you know, on a teeny island. So I am safe and happy with him, but also I have beautiful son and grandson, and this family, you know, is for me everything. That's why I think so. I have a really successful life. This is my story. I don't know, is fairy or not.
It is a fairy. You should after the coronavirus, you know, fades away in the nature, you should go back to these beautiful places you just spoke about and live the fairy tale again. I have another question, Grandmaster Elam. Now that you have fulfilled all your dreams and reached the highest level in your wonderful career, what are you aiming for now?
Okay, you know,
is there any other dreams you want to fulfill?
My dream is to have a little bit more time for myself and to look what is inside still left, because I have my wishes, you know, to again to paint and to write a book, as you know. And yeah, but next thing is, you know, that what we can do if we have, you know, all this duty on the academy. At first we need to do it, you know, because so many people trust you and you don't need to lose this trust. That's why at first I doing this work. But I think so that everything depends on your organization. During all this period, I still learn how to organize my time, you know, and I need one time to learn this and to have more time for myself.
Yeah, you need to organize just even half an hour a day for your book and another half an hour for your painting. And
it is, you know.
This will give you fulfillment, and it will give you a boost and more energy, I think.
But actually, you know, I am happy what I'm doing, you know, that's why I give all my time for that. And Hajar,
Yeah.
we need to speak about one side effect of my trainings, okay? So I like to show for you, special for you, because over with my problem, slideshow about Phiremoval cakes.
Yes. Second.
Look at this, how beautiful always is decorated our trainings, So everyone knows that after that we can get beautiful cakes, some sweets, and everything what calls after party,
Wow.
So during this period, when I started to be a master in the academy and I started to travel, I got plus 10 kilos. Oh my God. Because of this all cakes and irregular, meal. That's why. Now this COVID little bit corrected everything. And now I again eating very healthy and in the same time, and I already lost my 6 kilos. I'm so happy about that. I still, on the way to lose 4 kilos more. I hope so. That in this conference in Nice, you will see my new appearance.
Oh.
But yes, of course, this spirit, is very special when you get this Phiremoval cake. And every time you see how beautiful they are and also very tasty, because all masters, they choose the best place where to get it, in their countries. And there are so many traditions how to eat these cakes. There are so many things which are like special Phiremoval traditions.
Yeah. Okay. I will ask some more questions, and then we can see the slideshow of some works. I would love to know if you can tell us a little bit about your son and your beautiful grandson.
As everyone, of course, we have a part of our family, and my son was growing up, in my beauty salon. He saw all this industry, and after that, when he finished school, he also finished pedagogical university, and he is master for health lifestyle. And he established, a company, and he is working very successful. He's married, and 1 year before we got first our grandchild. So I'm really happy to see how he's growing up, because I'm not traveling now, and I have this possibility to always to play and to educate my small boy.
God bless them. Can you give me a very short sentence about the academy in your opinion?
Okay, Phi Academy. This is a powerful empire of a beauty business, with a well-organized structure and strategy.
Okay, tell us now the truth. Tell us the secret of your beautiful skin. Please, you tell us the truth. Don't hide anything.
I will tell you one thing. My mother, she was 89 years old, but she has just few wrinkles. Believe me, she was not going to make some injections or some procedures. This is, the secret of our genetic, and also I think so that our food has very good quality, because I have, personal cooker at home. My Joseph is doing this everything, and every day I get everything very fresh and very healthy. That's why when I stay at home, I really starting to shine. Okay, but also I have a lot of knowledge what to apply on my face. That's why this is a result of daily maintenance, and I'm doing also the same procedures as I'm doing for my clients, micro needling, for example, some injections sometimes, but anyway, it's not my job always to go to make these procedures, I have no time for that.
But you have very beautiful skin, Grandmaster Ella.
Yes, thank you for my genetic. Yes.
Good. Now, I want to know, is me asking you again, where and how do you get your amazing energy that you are spreading continuously to your students around the world?
I think so. I have also gene of showman because it happens by itself, so I see the audience and all of the knowledge just floats out of me, so it's a very specific feeling when you forget the time and you forget yourself and this energy, because you see in the eyes of your students that they require it. They are very motivated. They came because of you, personally, because of you. That's why it's a great motivation. And I find energy, even I am sometimes very tired after all these flights.
Yeah, your energy is really spreading and contagious. You are, it's like a magic wand. You're giving this energy to your student, and you are making them, full of energy and determination. Yeah, you are.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Grandmaster Ella, now I would like you to give me a very short sentence about social media.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Actually, I'm sadly addicted to it, and it's a modern communication in which ideas are born, they are stolen and transformed. This is a place where identification can be easily lost. That's why I am here, but I try to keep myself also like I am. I try, but I don't know. Results are seen by others, But anyway, yes, you can learn here, but also you can lose your time. And the time is when you lose, yeah, it's the best most mysterious thing. And I try to find other activities and to find other way to communicate. But of course, all our students, they are going from here, they need to know you. You need to be interesting for them. And also this is a way how to find new persons for your trainings, for sure.
Yeah. Yes. And another question from me, where do you see yourself and your achievement in the next 5 years?
I will try to do as it is now. And I will try to keep Phiremoval as #1 in non-laser removal field. Also, I will try to do removal results to 0. Doesn't matter on which kind of pigment and which kind of manufacturer.
Yeah, Master Ella, I have asked you earlier about who is your best friend and do you have one, and you answered that you have a few of them. I'm changing my question to another question. What was the name of your first best friend in childhood? Do you recall that little girl that was playing with you, and you have this big commitment together, telling secrets together? Do you recall her name? I'm taking you back to your childhood.
It's a very interesting thing, but my childhood was very, very interesting. I was very independent. I was always running from my grandmother because my mother was very busy. So I was running to to the lake, to the forest, you know, and I was almost always alone, you know, because I was always very special child. What can I do, you know? I had character about. And so till 10 years, we were living in a very small city, but later we moved to the very big city. And just after 10 years, when I was 10 years old, you know, I met my first friends, you know, in this big city. But in the small city, I was a little bit different, you know. I don't know. My family was very, very intelligent, and I don't know what happened, but yeah, I didn't have so many friends. I played with them, but you know, I was always, I don't know, like leader, a little bit. I keep in distance with them, so it was like that.
Grandmaster Ella, you come from an aristocratic family, and you are now a grandmaster. And everybody can see in your behavior, in your way to walk, the way you speak, that your background was very rich of information. You've been raised very, very well. Do you want your grandson to be brought up the way you have been brought up a long time ago, or do you want him to have you know, the new life of the millennium?
I think that, you know, my grandchild will be very well educated and will be very talented, because all grandmothers thinking like that. You know, but anyway, education is the first thing what we bring to our family, to each generation. No, in each generation was very important to have, you know, good educations. That's why I think so. It will be the same destiny to my grandchild, and I will try to help him to get it the best, you know.
Grandmaster Ella, thank you so much for being my guest. I really, really enjoyed having you, you know, in Phiremoval yard, and all your answers were very benefit even for myself. I hope that all masters that have sent questions are very happy of your answers. And I will have you once more in the future for new questions.
I like to thank you, you know, because to have this preparation for such kind of conversations is not easy, as you know, it takes time, you know. And actually, I like to thank to all our masters and also Branko Babic, because, you know, if they gave for us, for me personally, questions they were thinking about, and yeah, it takes time too, you know, and time is most expensive thing in our life. And I like to thank to everyone who watch us, for sure. So you see that our grandmaster is human, you know, just human, and that's it. And everything what you like to achieve in your life, of course, you need just put some small or bigger efforts, and everything is possible. And I like to thank hajerboukraa. She is my colleague and my friend. And I think so that very soon she will be my guest. And so we will see who is hajerboukraa. So everyone already can start to prepare your questions. So thank you very much for this beautiful evening and being with us.
Thank you, Grandmaster Ella. Grandmaster Ella, who is going to be our next guest?
Yeah, we will have our beautiful Sasenko Martis, and we will have next Wednesday. So she also, we will talk about her life, her, you know, career, and also we will talk about her students. She has so many talented students. You will see, you will be amazed.
Yes. I love her so much. Love her so much, Master Sasenko. She's an angel.
Yes.
Okay, everybody watching us, thank you very much. I hope that you have loved all Grandmaster Ella questions, and till we meet again with Master Sasinka. Grandmaster Ella, don't go away.
Okay.
Okay, good night, everybody.